with the sport now. Let's go to the BBC Sports Centre. Here's Isaac. Good morning.
Good morning, Geeta. Pep Guardiola said his Manchester City side will have to process their collapse in Spain as they conceded 2 goals in injury time and then another 5 minutes into extra time to lose the Champions League semi-final to Real Madrid. It was one of the most stunning results in the competition's history, and Ollie Foster was there. Hello and welcome as we bring you the very best that African football has to offer. I'm Isaac Fannin, here in Nigeria.
Head over to Yaoundé and catch up with the BBC's Isaac Fannin. Isaac.
Hey there, Sophie. Yeah, as you mentioned, behind me is the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium here in Yaoundé. Lots of action taking place over there. But before we look at today's action, let's head over to the other side of the city, the Alembe Stadium, where last night Cameroon were one of the first teams to seal their spot in the Africa Cup of Nations. Here's their star man, Eric Choupo-Moting.
Sport now, Isaac Fannin's here. Isaac.
Yeah, only one place to start. Lionel Messi has signed for Paris Saint-Germain on a 2-year deal with an option for a third. He'll wear the number 30 and be part of one of the most fearsome forward lines to ever be assembled. It'll be him, Kylian Mbappe, and his old teammate Neymar. Hello and welcome to Lagos. The wait is finally over. Yes, it's time for BBC African Footballer of the Year 2018. Because I've got a theory. You know, in Senegal, their wrestling is massive.
Yeah.
And you see these guys, they're huge, hulking figures. Yeah. And I've got like a theory that those guys would be the best type of offensive or defensive lineman because of what they do. You know, it's about grabbing and pulling and trying to, I reckon that that's something, that you could see a lot more if you went to Africa. That would be a place in which you could access.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
That's a very good theory.
Hello, I'm Isaac Fannin with your latest sports news. Only one place to begin. A champion will be crowned in the Women's Super League today. Chelsea and Arsenal can both still win the title on the final day. Chelsea are in control. Emma Hayes' side looking to defend the trophy they won last season. All they need to do is win to retain their trophy.
What he did to us, for me, I think I will use the word, excuse my word, we were cheated. From the line, it's supposed to be a goal. I don't see ourselves from that time that we lost the game. For me, I think we qualified to the semi-final.
10 years, the time hasn't made it any easier.
No. We still pending, still feeling it. I mean, anytime I think about it, and for me, I think if Ghana would have gone through to semi-final, some of us will now maybe retiring from football. Myself, I retired 4 years ago, and I feel like maybe I would have gone more, and a lot of things would have changed in our Ghana football.
Hello there, welcome along to the programme. Chelsea are champions of England once again, and what was a thrilling day. Emma Hayes' side lifted the Women's Super League trophy after beating Manchester United 4-2. Joe Curry was watching at Kingsmeadow. So if you're an NBA fan, you're probably familiar with Serge Ibaka.
Finds Ibaka to Lowry, back to Ibaka, then a slam.
A dominating defender, a big man who can shoot the three, and also an NBA champion with the Toronto Raptors. But he's not just a baller. In fact, he's a bit of a cult hero around these parts because he's a YouTube star, a chef who cooks some of the weirdest and wackiest meals for his teammates and celebrities alike. And I can tell you, the reaction isn't always great.
I'm gonna kill you, bro.
No, but it's just like,
Okay.
what the hell is that?
See, to be able to say you're the first African champion, I mean, how does that feel?
I mean, when you say, I get like chills, it's amazing to be the first, I can barely even put it into words. I'm awestricken.
Let's look at the Premier League now. Manchester City have thrashed Newcastle United 5-0 to go back to the top of the table, 3 points ahead of title rivals Liverpool. Ben Croucher was watching.
Yeah, and going on here in Douala, school kids in school next to me have arrived. Early morning lessons happening. You can probably hear a bit in the background. But we're going to shoot straight over to the capital, Yaoundé, a couple of 100 kilometres away from us, and get the sports news with Isaac Fannin.
Yeah, the streets are starting to come alive outside of my hotel balcony here in Yaoundé. Now, this city is surrounded by 7 big hills. I can barely see one of them in the distance. It's a pretty cloudy morning here. I've also seen some kids scurrying off on their way to school. On Tuesday night, there was a big result for Nigeria, but we'll come to that a little bit later on. And there was also a massive one for Sierra Leone, as you've been hearing on the programme. They held the reigning champions Algeria 0-0 in Douala. A defensively brilliant performance. Keeper Mo Kamara made countless saves. Now, after the match, Mohamed Fadja Barry spoke to striker Kai Kamara. Serge, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak to me.
Come from London?
Come from London, yeah.
Thank you. I need to learn the London accent.
The London accent, mate.
Show me something, tell me something.
I will happily teach you.
Happily?
Happily teach you.